up, gaming? Welcome back to Jazz Gaming. We're back at another one. Today, we're going to be racing the Dodge family. As you see, we have all of the Dodges lined up. And we're going to be taking some tests and seeing which one is the fastest. Now, I got these specific cars mostly because they're the slowest ones that I have. Now, over here, we can start with. Over here we have a 2014 Dodge Charger RT. And then up next we have it's probably a 2020 or at least a 2015. The 2015 to 2020 Dodge Charger SXT. And then we move over here, we got the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. That's the slowest one that I have in my inventory. And then last but not least, the beloved Ram TRX factory style. And we're going to be doing multiple tests, like the suspension test, and we're going to be checking out the interior. I'm going to rate it. Now, the suspension test is going to be the first one that we do, and it's right up there. And a matter of fact, we're going to be driving all the way to a mechanic shop, and then we're going to leave all the cars there. I'm going to let you I'm going to drive smoothly to the mechanic shop in each car, and then after that I'm going to race them on the highway that we use to get to the mechanic shop. So we go start from over here and then leave with the last car, which is the TRX. Let's go ahead and get in it. Start up. Listen to it. Not bad, not bad. I rated probably a 5 out of 10 because it wasn't that much of a roar. So let's go ahead and do the suspension test, and then we're going to go to the mechanic shop. And yes, this is a brand new map that I am now using. It's called the Italy map. So if you guys at home want to use the Italy map on BeamNG Drive, you can. Alright, here we got the suspension test. Now this dirt road is bumpy, and that's why I call it the suspension test. So I'm gonna go 20 miles an hour, and we're gonna see how the suspension reacts. Suspension is not bad at all. But we're probably going to test the suspension at the speed bumps before we get to the mechanic shop, so stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead. I mean, woo! Now that was a good test. Let's go ahead, go take this road all the way down to get to the mechanic shop. missed it because we was going fast. Let's go ahead and turn around. She is a beast. I mean, loud and fast. That's 2 in 1. Alright, let's go ahead and go over these speed bumps. Alright, go ahead and rate out of 0 out of 10 what the suspension is in the comment section. Go park the car just right here. And now we're going to race this car. First, we're going to do the suspension test. It wasn't much of a startup, so I give that startup probably a 4 or a 3 out of 10. But let's go ahead and do the suspension test. That was the suspension test. We're also going to do that suspension test at the speed bump at the mechanic shop, as y'all just saw. So let's go ahead and go there now. We go ahead to the highway. And do mind you, this is the SXT. Wasn't much there. That wasn't much. That wasn't much at all. But let's go ahead and head on this top speed is 99 and we can't go no higher. Definitely gotta fix that. Got speed limit again. So busy trying to focus on the road and I forgot speed limit. That happened to me twice in one day. Alright, for the second suspension test, here we go. All of the cars are low, so I wouldn't expect it to be super bouncy, but I still want to do a suspension test to see which is the lowest and which can have And I personally think the Ram is going to have the most suspension because it's a truck. But let's go ahead. Fix the car. Alright, we fixed it. Now we will park it behind. We gotta back. This car. Alright, now for the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, let's see what you got. Ooh, I like that. That's going to definitely have to be an 8.5 out of 10. You know what? Make it a 9. That's a 9 out of 10. That was beautiful. I love that. Start. Let's go ahead and do the first suspension test on this Challenger, this bad boy. Here we go. Wrong button. Signals. That was the suspension test number 1. Let's go ahead to suspension test number 2. I'm gonna stop the car right here. For the 3rd time, I went over the speed limit, which is 99. For the 3rd time. Come on, Johnny, you gotta do better than this. Test number 2. Let's see. Not bad, not bad at all. rating I should give the suspension test. Honestly, all of these cars are super low. But I'm gonna let y'all do the rating for that. Alright, last but not least, the one that I think is going to win the whole challenge, we have the Ram TRX factory style. Now, let's go ahead and start her up and rate her. Not much. I'd give it a 7 out of 10, because it's not that much. What's going on? Let's go ahead and do the suspension test. Hold on. Yeah, I can feel it. This Ram is going to win the suspension test. Yep, the Ram is definitely winning the suspension test. Let's go ahead and go. Woo! Hold on, hold on! Oh my gosh. Yo, look at the damage that just happened. Let's go ahead and fix it and we out. Remember, the speed limit is 99. Alright? Let me try not to make that same mistake I did 3 times. Not gonna talk about it at this point, because I done went over the speed limit on all 4 cars. That is crazy. And I said the speed limit is 99, and I'm steady going over the speed limit. But every car I did the same thing. The first time I punched it and didn't realize I was going 100. The second time I thought I was still in the double digits, and I was going dang near 111 miles an hour. The third time I punched it, wasn't paying attention, I was going 130. The fourth time, 110, without even noticing. That is crazy. Alright, last suspension test. Here we go. Alright, that's crazy. That ain't fair. That's crazy. This Ram done went over them bumps like it was literally a pothole. Like it was a tall car going over a pothole. That is crazy. These wheels are a little too, this car is a little too tall to be just doing. I knocked the wheel out of place. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Park this in the back. Alright, now that we brought all 4 cars here, going over the speed limit, not that I wanted to, now we're going to go for the next test, and I know it's been 20 minutes, but please bear with me, because these next few tests are going to be, well, I can't, I can't say these next 2 tests are going to be fun. I could say probably the last test is going to be fun, but not this next one. Alright, now the next, I know y'all probably wondering, what is the next test? The next test is rating the interior on all 4 Dodge and Rams. Now, we're going to be rating them off of how identical the steering wheel looks, how identical, well, how real the stitching looks, and the gear shifter looks. With that being said, let's go. Oh, and also the air conditioner and the, the navigational system looking screen thing. But let's go ahead and start reading. Alright, as you see, I am pushed forward a little bit. I don't know if I'm short or tall, but this looks very identical. It just doesn't have the Dodge logo on there, and I know, because I've been in this car before in real life, that gear selector up there, that's very identical. Same with the speedometer and the gear shifter. It is also push start, as I see over there. That is also identical. Now, the one that I've been in, the screen was super small. The screen was super small. I don't know if this is a different version of the Dodge Charger, but this Dodge Charger RT may be a better version, so I'll say this is very identical. Now, these seats I don't like. They're ugly. The stitching looks good, but the seats are just ugly. So I'll give this car a 9.5 out of 10. And that's pretty good. Not gonna lie. And that is a 9.5 out of 10. We already know the outside looks perfect always, with the signals and stuff. But let's go ahead and rate the next car, which is the Dodge Charger behind me. Alright. Now, this is awesome. This is just really awesome because the yellow and black. Okay, no, that just says no texture. Now, I've been in this car, also not in real life, but I've played Central Kansas Roleplay and had this car before. It's a Hemi, and I know all the details for it. Now, the speedometer is very realistic. The steering wheel and the Dodge logo in the middle, that's realistic. The air conditioner and the hazard lights and stuff in the middle right there, that's realistic. The that screen looks really good, except the only thing is, on Central Kansas Roleplay, that middle had showed the time. It showed the time and the time only. And that car on Central Kansas Roleplay, it showed a it showed a navigational system, I think. And I've drove it, so yeah, that's very realistic to this, and this is also very realistic to this game. The stitching, I could only say the stitching. Well, I could only see the stitching, kind of around the seats and around the glove compartment. Now I don't remember what. I don't even know what that is right there with the little silver knob on it right there, right in front of the glove box. But I don't ever remember that being there. But let's go ahead and jump to the next car, which is the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. I didn't even know it was SRT until I looked in the front. It said SRT right there. Alright, now, woo! I like that. It says it got the Hellcat right there where the speedometer is supposed to be. Alright, now everything looks pretty identical. I've been in a Dodge Challenger in real life, and this looks pretty good. Not gonna lie, this is pretty good. Oh, and I didn't say the rating for that car because I'm gonna rate the rest of the cars, then I'm gonna tell the rating for each car. I already know I told the rating for that car, but I'm gonna just do it this way. Now, the stitching looks really nice. I don't know what the heck is supposed to go in that glove box because it's so small. But yeah, everything looks legit. The gas and the brake pedal, the steering wheel that says SRT, that's very nice. And the navigational system, navigation system, not navigational. That looks very good as well. The stitching's kinda off, but it looks good. So now we're on to our next car. Now, this just looks awesome. I've been in this car, not a TRX, but I've been in a Ram before in real life. It didn't look like this, but kind of looked it like this. It didn't, but it kind of did. Now, the push start over there, that's awesome. It's red. And normally the cars that I've been in, like the Chrysler 200, the Dodge Charger, the 2014 Dodge Charger, and that's just awesome. Like all the Chrysler 200, the push start button was black. The that Dodge Charger up there, the push start button is black, and this one is red. That's how you know it's a beast. Now I've been sitting here talking about the interior for a little while. Let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna tell you the rates, and then I'm gonna show you what the interior looks like when it gets when the car is on, and then before, like, for each car I'm gonna show the interior or how it looks when it's on, and then we're gonna go erase it and come back and do the same thing to the other cars. Now, I gave this car rating a 9.5 out of no, a 9 out of 10, completely 9 out of 10, and I give this car a 9.5. No, that's 9.5. I give it a 9 out of 10 as also. Cause I don't like how off the stitching looks in this car and how small the 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 glove box is compared to the real car's glove box. I have to give it this at 8.5 out of 10. Now, the TRX, the nicest interior of all, 9.5 out of 10. Cause it doesn't look like the Ram that one of my family members had, I'm not gonna really do too much to it, so I'll give it 9.5 out of 10. But let's go ahead and race this car. Stop wasting time. Ooh, I like that sound. Now this is the navigational system and what it looks like when the car is turned on. With that being said, let's go ahead and race this car. And there's no speed limits, so I'm gonna race the car to its full capacity. To race it to its highest speed while trying not to crash. But let's go ahead. When we get to the highway, that's when we start racing. And I'll count down so y'all will know when we start. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Okay, yeah, this car got pretty messed up, so we go start again from this point on. The highest speed I got this car was 153 to 154, I think. And we're going to leave the car just like this so we can pass by it in one of the cars. We'll try to at least. Now, let's go ahead, start up this bad boy. Now this is how it looks with the car on. And yes, the speedometer right there is accurate. It's not kilometers per minute or whatever it means. This is actually how fast it's going, how many miles per hour it's going. And just to show you, we go, see how it's going 20 now? Let me go straight. And you saw it said 19. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that was insane. That was, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Look at the inside of the car. It's completely done with. It's done for. Look at the steering wheel. It's not even attached to the car anymore. That's completely unattached. And we went farther than the white Dodge. But the top speed that I went on this car was 131 miles an hour. Let's go ahead and go to the next car and check it out. Alright, this is the next car. This is how the car looks when it's turned on. Now let's go race it. And it's accurate for this car too. The miles per hour is accurate. Because the car was going so fast, it couldn't go around the corners as easily that the Dodge Charger SXT did. So we're going to have to restart the car, and we start it from here. We leaving the car right there too. The top speed for this car is, well, that we went is 186, I think. 186. Alright. Now for the last car. Only car that's not messed up. Let's go ahead and start it up and show you how they look on the inside. Ooh, that looks awesome. Oh, and the speedometer is accurate. Oh, and you can see how fast you're going up there. And I think it say incoming call up there too. Oh, and you can see on the navigation system how it shows that you're in a truck, and it shows the truck moving. That is awesome. This is now my new favorite truck inside of BeamNG Drive. This is now my new favorite because that's just awesome. It has a digital display and a GPS that shows the car moving in a truck. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I love this truck. And you see that on the speedometer and on the digital display up there, or whatever it is, that it's going the same speed. So you can't say that the speed is wrong, because they're both going the same speed. But let's go ahead and race these two. I mean this car. In 3, 2, 1. Since the car was going so fast, it couldn't turn so easily like the Dodge Charger SXT did, just like the Dodge Challenger. So we're going to have to restart the car and start from here. gosh. These cars are going crazy, and the crazy thing is, my favorite car, a TRX Ram, a Ram TRX that I'm driving today, the factory style, only goes 120 miles an hour. That is insane. Even inside of the SXT, the ones that take off the slowest, it goes 131 and the RAM only goes 120. That is crazy. That is just crazy. But the Dodge Charger SRT, well, the Dodge Charger RT, the first car that we raced, goes 143 or 153. I kind of forgot. And the SXT, the second car that we raced, it goes 131 miles an hour. That's the fastest we went. And mind you, these cars and the numbers that I'm telling you are the fastest that I went on that highway. That don't mean that that's the fastest the car can go. I'm just telling you that's how fast I went on the highway. Maybe you was paying attention to the car while I was driving. I'm just telling you how fast it went. Now the Dodge Challenger Hellcat went 186 and the Ram went 120. Now I'm gonna show you each car. This is the RT, the one that went 143 or 153, the one that crashed here with the exhaust pipes on the ground. This is the Hellcat, the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, that went 186, crashed into a pole. This is the SXT, the one that went 131. And this is the Ram, the closest to the SXT. The SXT went the farthest, but the fastest car that we have driven today is the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. Let's go ahead and give it up for the Dodge Challenger. No? Okay. And I guess that's going to be the end of the video. You see the engine here. Alright guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below for more games just like this. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to go check out my YouTube profile and go click the link to my dad's YouTube channel and my Discord server. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. And that's the engine right there. The engine got smushed in. I think that's the engine right there. The engine is right here. And this engine right here, I thought it was still moving for a second. Alright,